welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Tega, vlogging from Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome. This is your first time coming here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, put on that notification bell so you know when we upload a new video. You all know this madam by now. She has become a regular face of my channel. Hello
guys,
this is Amy, my sister, and today we are going to be talking about dealing with the in-laws and how to, should I say deal with or
relationship
right,
with your in-laws.
How to make your relationship with your in-laws. Amy, if you had one advice about dealing with in-laws since you've been married for 14 years. So if you had one advice on how to deal with in-laws, what would it be?
Don't treat your in-laws like you are, or go to your in-law, address your in-law like you're here for war. Instead, you should be an ally every time, because no one is out to get you. You should always.
No one is out to get you. I think sometimes when we marry, especially with the mother-in-laws, we're already going ready.
I'm ready for her.
I'm battle ready. I know all the stories of mothers-in-laws and all that. So,
but when you go in with zero expectations and just willing to,
I go in peace.
You will receive peace.
But sometimes you may not receive peace. So, you know what I think about in-laws. If I was to give advice, if I was going to offer the best advice I can as far as dealing with in-laws, I would say, when you meet your spouse, when you meet your husband, he's your boyfriend, you guys date, you are friends, and then you date and you get to know each other, and then before you decide to get married. So I think in the space of dating, you have developed love and trust, which is what you need for every relationship. So even with your in-laws, I think you need love and trust. But then when you get married, you're just kind of thrown together without having that opportunity. Like you did when you're friends with your mother-in-law before you got married. Yeah, that's you, but it's not always the case. Like, to know your in-laws before you get, most of the time it happens that you just get married and you are in-laws and you guys have to get along.
But at the beginning stage, you're getting to know them. You're not trying to isolate yourself and just say, Mama and Papa.
You have to give it a chance.
Yeah, you have to
give it a chance, and you have to understand that it will take time to develop love and trust, just like it was with your spouse. It will take time too, even with the in-laws. So if you don't give it time, if you go in expecting war, you might get it. And even if you do get war, you have to understand that this is a relationship that is in progress. It's developing, it's moving. You have to give it that time. Because I know even in the beginning part of my marriage, there were some rough patches with the in-laws. My sister-in-law will watch this video, so I cannot talk too much. But they were rough patches, and it's all from not knowing each other enough. They think something of you. They have this impression of who you are, who I are, who I was, and I have this impression of who they are. So everybody's working based on this thing that they think this person is. And then over years, you now actually get to know each other and realize that it's not what I thought. So, but before we go further, let me tell you a story. I beg, small story time. This is true life story. It's not okay, be super. Okay, so this family, they just had a baby. They live in Lagos. So you know how the Igbos are now. Mama will come from the village to come and do omugo. So the mother-in-law came from village. They were not getting along very well. So the mother-in-law did not eat in the morning. She woke up in the morning, she had not eaten. The wife who had, well, of course she was awake all night taking care of baby, she woke up late, around 11 o'clock. She started bathing. The mother-in-law did not bathe baby. She started bathing the baby. As she was bathing the baby, she was tired and all that. The mother-in-law just came in. You see these 5 fingers? Somebody used to slap your back before. Pie on her back. You know what she said? Have you asked me what I will eat this morning?
What would you do?
What would you do? Please let me know in the comment section what you will do. That's a very good question. What will you do? Because this is your mother-in-law. She's elderly. Number one, she's your husband's mother. You know what mother is? Mother is powerful. So this is your husband's mother. What would you do? So anyway, when she hit the girl like that on her back, the girl just got up, took her baby to bed and put the baby on the bed. Went to the kitchen. You see broom. You know those broom they used to sweep outside, not the one they used to sweep inside house. That one that is like this, they will tie. She beats the mother-in-law. It's not a Nigerian film. Oh. Beats the mother-in-law. This is all happening in the afternoon around 1, 2 o'clock. When she finished beating the mother-in-law, she now went to go and do what she was doing, dress her baby, did everything. So of course it's 6 o'clock. The son-in-law is about to arrive. So they hear pom 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 pom. And what happened? As soon as the mother-in-law heard pom pom pom, she was watching her own video, African Magic. She just fell on the ground in the parlor and started crying. So the wife who saw the mother-in-law crying fell on the ground too. So both of them were crying.
Let us act the thing together.
So both of them were crying at this point, hysterical. The man walked into the living room and on one side is his mother, on one side is his wife. So they were crying. The man confused.
Wow.
So what did the man do? The next thing the man did, the man was just like, Mama, please don't worry. Tomorrow I'll take you to the park. Mama, don't worry. Come, just come and go home. Tomorrow. The next morning he took her to the park. And that was it.
Problem solved.
So, but you know mother-in-law, some don't make it easy. You have a nice mother-in-law.
I do. So I never had.
You never had that issue.
I never.
So what would you have done if you had a wicked mother-in-law?
That's the thing. I always say I won't do anything. I won't say anything because at the end of the day, whatever issue I'm having with her, I will make sure I discuss it with my husband.
And let him
like,
handle it.
see, this is what is happening. Because if my husband is having issue with my mom, I won't expect him to go ranting and doing this and doing that with her. I will expect him to tell me, I'm uncomfortable with this. This is what I did and this. Then I will address it with my mom. So if I'm having issue with her, I will not say a word to her. I will never disrespect her. Instead, he will be the one to address it. I feel that's the best way to handle it instead of me going.
To start fighting.
Exactly.
I think even if I had a wicked mother-in-law, one thing you wouldn't have been able to say about me is that I was rude to you. So no matter what I do,
you can never say
there will be no confrontation or any other thing, because I don't know.
We're not raised that way.
We just don't have it in us. That's the truth. You can only just hope. Whatever needs to be handled, it has to be handled by the son. So it all falls down to the spouse, your husband, and how he's willing to mediate in this issue. It's technical and it's a bit more painful when the man is not supportive of his wife. That one is a bit more difficult.
Then she feels I have to defend myself since he's not going to support me and solve the problem.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if your mother-in-law doesn't live in your house and she comes to make your life miserable of 2 weeks from the year, from the whole out of the whole year,
just manage yourself.
Just manage it. Or if she lives in your house permanently, I don't know. I think at some point you just need to sit down and say, look, Mama, we need to make this work. We cannot continue like that. We have to get along. You understand? You have to face it. The husband should be there. They have to face it. You have to make this thing work. But I do know that most of the time when people give the chance to know this person, give the chance to get to know your mother-in-law, just like she should get to know you. Usually, just like any marriage or relationship, love and trust will grow.
And secondly, if you love your husband or love your wife as much and genuinely as you say you do, that love just transfers automatically to his entire family.
Right.
Because if you love him so much or you love her so much, there is no way you won't just look at his parents like they are your parents, or look at his siblings like that's my older brother, that's my younger brother. So it transfers automatically because of that love you have for your spouse. It's just there. Yeah.
Because if it was your mother that was treating you badly, what will you now do? What can you do? So at the end of the day, give love to get love.
Yes.
Give respect to get
Get
respect. Don't go in guns blazing and ready for war. Sometimes it's just we expect this thing to be like this, and so it's like that. Even when it seems like the mother-in-law came with expectation that this woman is a bad woman, because sometimes the mother-in-law has not even met the daughter-in-law, but she has heard from her other especially daughters. She has heard from the other daughters that this brother's wife or fiance is like this. So she has already come prepared. Disappoint her. Kill her with kindness. Kill her with love. Unless the woman a winch, and if na winch, you cannot still fight it physically. So what do you now do? If na winch, you no still fit fight am physically. So the only thing you can do, kill her with love and kindness, and I promise you get the best out of that relationship. No matter what is going on now, it should just take time, but eventually everything will work out.
Yeah, that's right. I
That's
agree.
right.
I agree.
Any more tips?
Well,
Said it all.
Said it all.
If you haven't subscribed to this channel for family, spousal, marriage tips by now, what are you waiting for? Join this wonderful family. Please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like and put on notification bell. I'm blabbering. I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.